Hey guys, welcome to episode number 17 of my horror game tutorial series. So in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to put in a code by increasing and decreasing those numbers that you can see here. So let me go into the game. And then if I go to the save and press E, and now you can see that I can increase and decrease the numbers. And if I go to 9 and increase it, it will jump to 1. And if it's at 1 and I decrease it, it goes back to 9. So this is what we're going to do today. So I will see you in just a second. Hi guys, so now we're inside of the Unity editor. So let's go straight into the save script. Okay, so let's start out by making a few variables. So the first variable is going to be a private integer, and we're going to call this integer number 1. And this number 1 will default to 1. Okay? So what is this variable? If we go back into the Unity editor and have a look at the canvas save, you can see that we have our 4 numbers. And number 1 is going to be this one, number 2 this, number 3, and this is number 4. So we are going to make a variable for each one of these. So just copy this line and then paste it 3 more times. And then change the number from 1 to 2, and then to 3, and then to 4, not 41, 4, and then save. So now the next thing we are going to need is we of course need a reference to the text component of those tags. So if I have a look at them, you can see we have a number 1, 2. Sometimes the UI will look like this. This means that it's updating, but that's not too bad. It will change in just a second. Let me double check. Yeah, the UI is still the same, so this is just an error in Unity. So don't worry if this happens. Okay, so now we have our numbers right here. And you can see they have a text component. And we're going to access this text component and change it in the script. So we are going to make 4 new variables. The first one is public text, right? We can access this type because up here we said we are using the Unity engine.ui, and this is important because otherwise we cannot access this text right here. And then this is going to be the text number 1. And now again, just copy it and paste it 3 more times. Then change the numbers accordingly and save. And we are going back into the Unity editor. And we're searching for the save. Right? So now we have the save here, and you can see the variables appeared. Now click on the little circle next to the variable name and put in the according number or the responding number. So this is going to be number 3. And here we have number 4. So now we can save. And I'm going to clear the search. And now the next thing we have to do is we actually have to write methods to increase those numbers, right? Or to decrease them. Because right now we have those buttons. So we have always a button increase and a button decrease. And those buttons have a component called, you guessed it, button. And right here is something. It's a list, and it says on klick. And this list is empty, right? And we have this plus and this minus icon. What this does is, if we write a public method, which we're going to do in just a second, then we can put in the method inside of this list right here. And if we do so, the method that we put inside of here will be called whenever we click on one of the buttons, right? So we want to have a method which increases the number by 1 when we click on an increase button. And we want a method which decreases the number by 1 if we click on the decrease button. Okay, so let's start. Right here under update, we're going to write a public void. This is important that the void is public, because otherwise the button script, which is right here, has no exit to it. So has no access to it. And this is very important to make this public, right? So it's going to be a public void increase number. And then we are going to have a parameter. I'm going to show you what it is in just a second. It's an integer, and we're going to call it underscore number, and then make the curly brackets right here. So we're going to use this to decide which number we should increase when we click on a button, right? Okay. So let's start by writing an if. So if underscore number is equal to 1. So if you want to increase the first number, then we're going to execute the stuff inside of here. And then we're going to write number 1 plus plus. This is the same thing as writing number 1 plus equals 1. So we are just increasing number 1 by one single step. Then we are going to set the text of the number 1. Okay, so we have text number 1 dot text is going to be equal to number 1, so that we can display the number. Why is it complaining? Oh, right, I made a silly mistake. Of course, I have to make two equal signs right here. And right here it's complaining because, as you can see, cannot implicitly convert type int into string. What it wants me to tell is that I have to do something called conversion. So I want to convert the number 1 to string, right? So we are making this number a string. So we make a number into a text, basically. Okay, so now this is working. And now there's one more thing we have to do. Imagine we click on the button a lot, and then at some point the number will be greater than 10 or will be greater than 9. And in this case, we want to reset the number so that it jumps back to 1 immediately, because otherwise we could go on forever and the number would increase forever also, which we don't want. So we're going to write another if, and in this if we're going to have if number 1 is greater than 9, then we're going to say number 1 is equal to 1. And if you do this, we also have to update the text right away, because otherwise we will have error and the text won't update, and it will look pretty dumb, because what it would do otherwise, it would set the number 1 to 1, but we would still see 9. And if we then click again on the button, it will go from 9 instantly to 2, and this is not correct, of course. So now that we have this logic in place, we just have to copy and paste it multiple times. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this whole code. Then under the if, we're going to write else if underscore number is equal to 2. And now what we're going to do is we paste the code and then change the 2's, the 1's into 2's, right? So do this, make sure that you don't miss any of the numbers, because if you do, you will get some errors. So double check that you have everything at the 2 right here. And then we're going to do this also for the 3 and the 4. And I'm not sure if I'm going to speed this up or not, so yeah. So next one is going to be else if is underscore number is equal to 3. Then we're going to, of course, paste this text and change the numbers to 3. Here, 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 right? And then one more else if underscore number is equal to 4. So if it's the fourth button we are pressing, then we want to change number 4, 4, 4, here, 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 and here. Right? So now we have our method to increase the numbers. So let's try it out. If we go back into Unity and then play the game. Oh wait, no. First we have to set up the script, of course. So here we're going to grab all the increase buttons. So we have button increase here, and then we have those two. So we have all the increase buttons. Then we click on this little plus icon right here. Here we're going to select the save object. So we search for the save. Double click on that. Then where it says no function, click on this, go to the drop down to save, and then increase number, and here it says int. And now we have to go to the first one and put in 1. Then go to the second one, put in 2, 3, and 4. So now if I play the game, and go to the save and press E, you can see that this is working. So as you can see, we can't decrease the numbers yet, we only can increase them, right? So why would okay, this went to 10, that's not how it's supposed to be. Okay, the other ones are working fine, so there's something wrong with the third one. So let's have a look. So we have number 3, if number 3 is greater than 9. Number 3. Ah, right. So here you can see that I made a mistake. I forgot to put this one to 3. So again, make sure that you double check all of this, because otherwise you will get a silly error, as you could see just a second ago. So now what we're going to do is we're going to copy this whole block of code until here. Actually, even more, copy it and then paste it. Change the name from increase number to decrease number. And now what we have to do is we have to change the plus plus right here to minus minus. And then we have to change the number 1 sorry. And then we have to change the greater to less than 1. And then we're going to set it to 9, right? And then we're going to do this with all of the other numbers. So if this is smaller than 1, then we want to set it to 9. If this is smaller than 1, we want to set it to 9. And here's the last one. And set it to 9. Okay, so now that we have done that, we can go to the decrease buttons, select all of them, click on the little plus icon right here, again search for the safe, put it in there, go to the functions, go to save, drop down, decrease number, and now again put in a 1 by the first, then the 2, the 3, and the 4. And now if I go to the save, you can see that I can increase the number. And we're going to fix the problem that we have right now, because if we click on the increase, it will instantly jump to 2. I can increase it to 9, and then it will jump to 1. And if I click on decrease, I forgot something. What the heck? Okay, this is not working. So there's something wrong with those two. So let's have a look. So it decreases the number right here and right here. So let's have a look. Number 3. Right, I forgot to do this, which is kinda stupid. Oh, right. No, that's not good. Here, decrease number. Here's the error. So as you can see, this is it's very important that you pay attention, because otherwise you will get silly errors. And this is, as I said, not so good. So let's test it one more time, and hopefully this time there's nothing wrong. So increase and decrease, 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 and decrease. So everything is working fine now, which is of course pretty good. So let's fix the error with the zeros right here. So select the numbers, and then change the text from 0 simply to 1, and this will fix the problem. So I'm going to show you it one more time. So now it's working properly. So let me check the time. Okay, so this video is already pretty long. So I think I will make a cut here. Next time we are going to make it so that this actually does something, so that we can open up the save, and then we're going to put something in there, and we can see where it goes from there. So next time we are going to write the logic so that the save opens up if we put in the right code. And yeah, so thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you have any further questions, as always, leave them in the comment section below. I will try to answer as soon as I can. And if you want to stay up to date, please consider subscribing. So yeah, that's everything for this tutorial. So until next time, bye guys.